Chuck Diesel.
We live in a society that criminalizes and sometimes even ostracizes those of us who dare not love and accept someone for exactly who they are, for better and worse, whether without adjusting our interaction with them. You're told that you're an unfair person. You're told that you're a narcissist if you don't accept someone for exactly who they are without attempting to make them change or influence them to change for the better, might I add. And that is the instrument that is being used by this society to continually cause us to conduct ourselves in a way that makes us not ready, not available, not able to capitalize on this particular mindset that many women have. Many men are like Adam. You get yourself a help meet, you turn into a beta male simp mangina. So it's better for you to just traipse around and have as many women as you can that you just touch on from time to time, but you pretty much stay to yourself. Because the very moment you get close enough to one of them and she starts becoming a help me, you're going to marry her. You're gonna feel like you need to make some adjustments to yourself. You need to change. You got to do better. Well, why you got to do better if she already giving you the best that she got? What you changing for? Don't change, improve. But don't improve for her, improve for you. Now let's get into this. Even when we ourselves are confronted with the issues our women may have with what we consider our normal behavior, we lash out with our love it or leave it mantra, or even my personal favorite, I use this one. If you don't like it, learn to love it. These are the type of things that we embody as men. But what does that mean? It means that we think we're perfect. It means that we believe we don't have to change ourselves. It means that we don't think we have to improve ourselves emotionally. It means that we don't accept the fact in that particular scenario that we're not emotionally equipped. Now we're gonna get into the travesty, the irony of us having the mindset of love it or leave it. I am who I am. I'm guilty of this myself. I am who I am. I ain't changing for no woman. I ain't doing nothing. Even if the change is gonna be for the better, you're too emotionally immature to accept that the change is recommended by a woman. You feel like if a woman gives you the motivation or the inclination to make a change for the better, that she's controlling you, she's running you. Now she's controlling you when you allow her to do whatever she wants to do in your life without consequence and repercussion. That's controlling you. See, this is the thing, man. No one should want to remain an exact replica of our single selves when we enter into a relationship, because personal growth doesn't end once you get into a relationship. How do you feel like all of a sudden you're growing every day, and then the very moment you call yourself, gonna get seriously involved with a woman? I ain't talking about a scallywag. I ain't talking about a female. I'm talking about a woman. I ain't talking about a female, rather. I'm talking about a woman. You get involved with a woman, and then you want to stop growing. All of a sudden, who you are is who you're gonna be. It's not the woman's fault you lose yourself. We like to blame the woman. Well, when you get with a woman, you're gonna lose yourself, and you're gonna not improve. You're gonna change. No, you ain't changing because you with the woman. The woman ain't making you change. You're making yourself change, because in that scenario, your emotional immaturities come to the forefront. You know why? Because you're dealing with someone who's your emotional superior. The problem with men is we don't want to accept the fact that women are our emotional superiors. Now, I know that's going to hurt somebody. Somebody may back out of here. The numbers may drop. Many people may not come, but that's on y'all. I'm just speaking the real. There are not many areas where women are superior to men, but emotionality is one of those. And you must admit that. Accepting someone for their imperfections is an absolute detriment to their development. If I look at you, I tell you what, there's an example I'll give you. Shaq and Chuck were ripping Joel Embiid on the NBA, whatever their show is. And they were saying that he's soft, he's weak. Pretty much he's not playing up to his potential. Now they could have sat back and said, well, he'll get better. No, they gave him tough love. They see the potential in him. They want him to be a better player. And they got a little bit of backlash for that from some people. But accepting someone for their imperfections is an absolute detriment to their development. And if everyone tells Joel Embiid that he's the best center in the league, like Skip Bayless likes to do, then Joel Embiid is never going to improve. And that guy has the potential to be like Shaq. When he's on his game, he's on his game. But people around him are yes men. He has people who are accepting him for the imperfections. And that's the same thing we do in relationships with women. Women aren't all bad, brothers. Women aren't all bad. Tell me this. I'm a firm believer in this. If 50 people know me and you're the 51st, if 50 people vouch for my character, vouch for my energy, vouch for my information, vouch for my wisdom, understanding, knowledge, vouch for my intentions, vouch for my motives, and then you bring your 51st self along and you got a problem with all of that, who's the problem? Me, those people, or you? Let me give y'all some insight here, man. Many men, the majority of men who feel like this were raised without a father in the home. And I don't mean that if your father was a chump, you still didn't have a father in the home. I'm talking about a masculine man as a father. See, what happens is being raised without a father's tutelage, let's put it like that. Being raised without a father's tutelage, it renders us helpless against the false sense of perfection a doting mother bestows upon us, rendering us incapable of anything other than this feminine ego stroking from the women in our adult lives. Our mother paints this picture of us that we're perfect. We're these men. Nothing could be better. And it's okay when you're a little baby, but it continues as we grow older. That's why a mother who has a son who's in and out of prison, she'll keep putting our houses up for him, even though he keeps jumping bail and she already lost 2 houses. She'll put the 3rd house up for him. You know why? Because there's something wrong with the system. Her baby ain't did nothing. My baby ain't never hurt nobody, but he still got smoked at baby's party. Shout out to Easy. See, this falsification in true representation of a woman's love makes us incapable of accepting a woman's role as a helpmeet. Because we can't accept that we are not perfect men for a relationship, though we may have been perfect sons to our mother. It's a variation of the Oedipus complex. You may not want your mama to be your woman, but you want your woman to be like your mama. You want your woman to be accepting of you and all of your flaws. So you don't understand, as a mature man, if you marry a woman, it is your job to honor those vows because you took them. Nobody put a gun to your head. You told that woman it was just going to be you and her. That's maturity. That's emotional maturity, man. If you're emotionally mature, you make emotional decisions and you stick to them because you're mature. The same way we look at our finances and we say, well, if you're financially mature, if you're fiscally responsible, then you do this. And then we look at our bodies and we say, well, if you're responsible for your health and wellness, then you take care of your body. And then we look at all of these other things. But when it comes to the relationship that we have with women, we act like little boys. You see, emotional understanding is built on toleration and forgiveness. In the face, now, not just blank toleration and forgiveness in the face of seeing a noticeable effort to improve what is twisted within our being. That's why when a man has a woman and she's all over the place doing all types of things, and she doesn't show any sign of improvement, the very moment she says she's not going to do it again, she does it again. And then she says she's not going to do it again, and then she does it again. And now it's becoming more and more often that she does it. And it's become more and more severe when she does it. Hey, that man's a fool because that woman isn't showing him any capacity to improve. No one's perfect. You're not going to find a perfect woman. And we damn sure ain't going to be perfect men. We're not going to be that. This is their real. See, the essence of affection is the propensity to assist someone in becoming the best version of themselves in a concerned, caring, and supportive manner. That is the proper way to motivate them to put in the work necessary to achieve that goal. You don't have to force nobody. You don't have to put in the work for them, but you have to assist someone in becoming the best version of themselves by doing it in a concerned, caring, and supportive manner. That's how you get them to put in the work so you can help them be proud of themselves, and therefore you can be proud of them as well. This is about leadership. And the problem with men in any type of relationships, they can't lead women in relationship. You ever notice a man can be an amazing leader at the job? He can be an amazing supervisor. The women at the job love him. They think he's the most amazing man in the world, man. They want to get with him. He get home, man, he can't lead his old lady at home the same way because once the emotion gets involved, you become a little boy. An emotionally mature man can handle any woman. An emotionally immature boy can't handle any woman. He's all over the place with every woman. He doesn't have the capacity to control a scenario where there's emotion involved because he becomes a little boy again. He becomes a crybaby. He be, oh no, no, she don't want to accept me for who I am. She says my temper is too bad. I don't know. Oh, she hurt my little heart. Mommy, I want to call my mommy and tell my mommy that this big bad woman, she hurt my little heart. Mommy, she said I'm not a good enough man for her. She said I do not know how to communicate. I get too violent and I turn into a little boy. I want to have a fight every time something happens. That's what you turn into, man, because you're emotionally immature.
It's the book of Alpha Running Man, homie. Read it or weep.